Greetings. Welcome to EDTV News Channel, the People's Channel. In this report, we have two stories for talk about. Coming out of the parish of St. Catherine, Spanish Town, the old capital, and St. Mary. Stay tuned for the full reports. Blessings to all subscribers and viewers. If you're here for the first time, you can support the channel by like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. So people will start off in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, the old capital, where a wanted man known as Gaza man or Gaza, who was a person of interest in the triple dropout of the Wellington family, is now deceased. So we'll get into the police report. A man who was listed as person of interest in Tuesday dropout of 3 members of the Wellington family in Waterloo, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, was fatally shot in a joint police-military operation in the community of Waterloo in Spanish Town early this morning. The deceased is Gaza man or Gaza. The police also believe that the execution-style dropout of 43-year-old Omar Wellington and his expecting wife, 35-year-old Sharon Francis Wellington, and their 16-year-old son, Omar Wellington, is the continuation of a gang conflict that started sometime in August. Speaking at a press conference on Wednesday, head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force Information Arm, the Corporate Communication Unit, CCU, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay said the security forces carried out an intelligence-led operation in response to the triple dropout.
What happened yesterday morning is a continuation of a gang conflict that started sometime in August, where some incident happened, and this yesterday seemed to be a response to what happened then as part of the ongoing gang conflict. So they carried out an operation this morning. It was intelligence-led. Out of that operation, they seized 2 illegal firearms. One person, there was an incident and one person was fatally shot. And 3 persons taken into custody. One of the persons that died in the incident this morning was named yesterday afternoon by the investigators as a person of interest. He was named on the list as Gaza or Gaza man. So the firearm was seized, and he unfortunately he died during that incident. One of the persons in custody of the 3 is a brother of his, and
3 men were arrested and 2 firearms were seized during the operation, in which Gaza man or Gaza was taken out after allegedly challenging the security forces. Lindsay said one of the 3 men in custody is Gaza man's brother. When they did the assessment, one of the things that the investigators realized, even from what they picked up on the ground, is that a likelihood of reprisal for that incident yesterday morning was very imminent. And we saw what happened this morning, where the police and military team actually intercepted what could be another serious incident, and they probably saved some lives by virtually what they did, said Lindsay. She appealed to the other person listed to come forward. They are Demar Williams, otherwise called Kai Kai, Othaniel Loban, otherwise called Tickman, a man only known as Buffy, and another man only known as Richie, a man only known as Negos, who is said to be overseas, and a man only known as Blacks, also said to be overseas. Lindsay is also making a general appeal to the resident to share whatever information they know, given that the criminal network is very active at the moment in the area. So job well done by a joint police military team to take out Gaza man or Gaza. Now, people, we'll head to St. Mary, where alleged gun brothers in custody after filed robbery in St. Mary. Two gunmen said to be brothers are in police custody following a bizarre series of events linked to an attempted robbery in Lewis store near Highgate St. Mary yesterday. One of the brothers was shot and injured by a businessman in the area and handed over to the police. He is currently in hospital under police guard. Police sources have told the news media. Reports are that on Tuesday afternoon, a farmer returned to his Lewis store home from the bank. He reportedly observed two men he did not know calling out to him and running towards him. The man ran into his house and advised a relative to shut the door. The men, however, began kicking the door. Gunshot rang out and the men ran from the premises. A businessman in the community heard the explosion and went to investigate. Two men fleeing reportedly opened gunfire at him and he returned the fire. One of the men was shot and fell to the ground while the other continuing running.
You tell everything. If you're dead in the youth, you think a little thing will go on with boy, yeah? You think a little thing will go on with boy, yeah?
A long time on that.
Get the right gears and come.
Sawa. The phone here, he mash it up here. He make a call for it and mash it up after. Actually, big man up there, so.
You think Sawa that going to help you? You think Sawa that going to
Chipping out to him, Sawa. You say chipping out to him. More than one and a bush will get shot in. So how will you drive come here? Where there? Where Kingfish there?
a phone car, a phone Kingfish. A phone Kingfish.
How much now? The next one then.
A firearm was subsequently retrieved from the wounded man who was captured in several viral videos circling on social media, wailing in pain on the road. Further reports are that the other alleged gunman, who earlier ran from the scene, returned and was reportedly pointed out to the police. The men, both said from separate addresses in Islington, St. Mary, are suspected to be robbers. They remain in custody and are to be questioned by the police very soon. Now, people, there you have it. Please leave your comments down below and tell me what you think. One aim, one God, one destiny. Walk good, talk good, live good. Blessings.